Hey there, this is the assistant of the real estate agent James Williams. How can I help you?
I wanted to buy a property.
Great. Could you tell me a bit about the features you would like for the property?
Yeah, of course, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a garage.
Got it. Could you tell me now the location inside New York in which you are interested?
Probably in Broadway.
Give me a moment. Finally, could you give me your name and confirm if you want to book a viewing of similar properties?
Yeah, my name is James, and of course, I want to book a viewing.
Perfect, James. James Williams will get in touch shortly with you.
Thanks a lot. I'm looking forward to look at that properties. Bye. What you have just seen is a simple AI voice agent you can build for real estate agents in just a couple of minutes. And that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna bring a full beginner guide for you guys so that you can build something really valuable for real estate agents on this cool new thing of AI voice agent in just a couple of minutes using Vapi and Make. So, without further ado, let's get into the build. So for this quick guide for everyone, we are gonna use Vapi, my favorite AI software for creating these voice agents. And let's go in, create an account or login, and let's go. Once here, when we need to go is to come to assistants, click on create an assistant, and once here we are gonna put a name. We're gonna put real estate 10 minutes. We're gonna go with create an assistant, and here we have it. Next step will be to put the settings. So provided we're gonna leave it in OpenAI. We are gonna change this to 40 mini. Temperature, I always like it to leave it in 0.2. Max tokens, we can leave it like this. We're gonna publish first of all, we don't want the settings to be lost. And from now on, what we are gonna do is put the first message and the system prompt. Once we have written the prompt and the first message, that it's gonna be this one. Hey there, this is the assistant of the real estate agent James Williams. How can I help you? We're gonna go here. Transcriber, we're gonna leave it in deep gram. Language English, of course, model Nova 2. I'm gonna leave it like that. Voice, I actually don't like a lot Cartesia. I prefer always 11 laps. And here you can choose the best one you like. As it's a male, I'm gonna choose a British male. I like the British accent. So we're gonna publish again. Model, in this case, we are gonna test 11 Turbo B2. Background and sound, we're gonna leave it in off. It's a bit strange and a bit annoying sometimes. Functions, we will go right now to build some, and advanced we're gonna leave it like everything like this. Now we are gonna go to create the tool in which we are gonna classify the user. So let's go to tools. Let's click here and create a new tool. And now as we need to add a server URL, we're gonna go directly to make.com to create this webhook to put there. Here we are back in make.com. Let's log in or create an account and let's go in. Once here, let's create a new scenario. You don't have to name it, it's not necessary. We're gonna put the webhook. We're gonna put a custom webhook. We are gonna add a new one, and in this case I'm gonna call it real estate guide. And we are gonna click on save. We're gonna have this webhook, we're gonna click on copy address to clipboard, and we're gonna bring it here. Let's save, and let's go next. Here we have to put the properties, all the info that we want to include inside the webhook. So I've added 4 properties in this case. We have reason, with the reason of why the client called to the assistant, the location of the property, the features of the property the client wants to buy or sell, and the name of the client. In the reason, we're gonna put some options: sell and buy and info, so that we are gonna have several options for the client to choose. Let's click next, and now we're gonna add the name and the description. Real estate guide, the info needed for the assistant to handle the queries. 4 things to collect: reason, location, features, and name. Let's click on create, and here we have it. You can add later more properties if you want, but now we're gonna go back to assistants. We're gonna go to our assistant functions. We're gonna take this one that was a test I did, and we're gonna put the real estate guide we set. Let's click on publish, And now you can click here and talk with assistant to make a test to see if we can determine the data structure inside the webhook. So as you can see, I just made that test with the reason: cell, features, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 3rd floor, location 123 Broadway, and name of the client. So next step will be to add a router where we want to separate the 3 possible routes: sell, buy, and info, so that with all of this we can do different actions in each path. So we're gonna add a router. Let's go here. We're gonna put sell, and we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to tool calls, function, arguments, and we're gonna put reason, and it's equal to sell. We're gonna click on OK. Here we're gonna put buy, and we're gonna put here tool calls, function, reason, and it's gonna buy. Okay. And in this path it's gonna be the same with the label info, the reason, and equal to. By the way, I've added a small property here of viewing, so that the client wants to book or not a viewing, so that we can then register and tell it also to a real estate agent. Let's come back here, and now we're gonna create some Google Sheets, one for sell, one for buy, and one for info, to get in all the users that call to the assistant. What I've done is create a Google Sheet with 3 different sheets: one to sell with the name, number, transcript, features of the property, location, and viewing. Here will be a yes or no. In buy, I've put the same, and in info, as we're not gonna have the features of the property, location, or viewing, we're just gonna put name, number, transcript, and that's all. Next step will be to come here into make and click on Google Sheets on add a row. Here you have to choose your spreadsheet ID. Once we have chosen it, as we are in the path of sell, we are gonna choose sell. Table contains headers, let's click on yes. Name, so we have to come here, tool calls, function, arguments, and we are gonna put the name, which was here. The number, you have to come here, call, go to customer, and here you will see the phone number. You will add it here, message call customer number. In transcript, we are gonna go actually to the artifact, and we're gonna include this message. This is OpenAI formatted. It's gonna be until the function call took place, but it's okay. I think it's probably really good for that. Features of the property, we are gonna choose here, go back to tool calls, features. Location, we are gonna click on location inside the tool calls, and viewing, yes or no, we're gonna click on viewing inside the tool calls. We're gonna click on OK, and next we are gonna put a Gmail, send an email, in which we are gonna send an email to the real estate agent informing that there's a new client that wants to sell his property. Remember to connect your account, because this gives away a lot of problems. Here on email address, we are gonna put the Gmail of the real estate agent, for example, realestate@gmail.com, a random email. Then in subject, we are gonna put new client who wants to sell and the name of the client. And in content, we are gonna add basically the same content we're adding inside the Google Sheet. So the message will be, hey James, the name of the real estate agent, a new client has called the assistant and has been added to the Google Sheets. The name of the client wants to sell his property from location with the features viewing, yes or no. Click on OK, and we are gonna basically put the same in this route. We are gonna click on another row on here to buy. We're gonna choose here again our spreadsheet. In this case, as we're in the path of buy, we're gonna click on buy. Table contain headers, we're gonna leave it that way, and in this case we're gonna put basically the same as in the sell path, and that's what I've done. I've put name of the client, the number, the transcript with the messages on OpenAI, the features, the location, and the view. Click OK, and I'm gonna clone in this case this Gmail, but I'm actually gonna change some small things. Instead of sell, we're gonna put buy, and wants to buy a property from, and that's all. We can click on OK, And finally, we're gonna go to the info part, in which we are also gonna add a new Google Sheets at a row. Once chosen the spreadsheet, let's go to info. In this case, we are only gonna add the name, the number, and the transcript. We click on OK, but in this case, we are not gonna send a Gmail to the real estate agent because he doesn't really care a lot about how many clients he has that want info. But what we are gonna do, as I said in the prompt that you are gonna have in the description, is we are gonna send this guy an SMS with a link to the properties of the real estate agent that can offer to this guy. So we are gonna put here too the number of the customer, and we're gonna send a message body in which we're gonna include a link to all the catalog and the properties that has the real estate agent to offer. I have to send this random link from Madrid, my city, so I'm gonna click copy. Let's go back here to paste, and let's paste it here, and there you go. This way you only have to update this to put your Twilio number and the SMS will be sent. Once we have clicked on OK, we already have finished our beginner's scenario and we are ready to test it. So quick change I've done. In transcript I've set this OpenAI GPT message content because it wasn't giving me in the test how I wanted the transcript. So came here, put a transcript, and I've put some messages starting from 2, just get it into artifact.message and put a 2 in the middle and copy and paste this however messages you are gonna want. And then I put this prompt, the mass tokens and the temperature as I always do. Remember clicking on run once and let's call the number. There you go.
Hey there, this is the assistant of the real estate agent, James Williams. How can I help you?
I wanted to buy a property.
Great. Could you tell me a bit about the features you would like for the property?
3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a garage.
I understand. Got it. Could you tell me now the location inside New York in which you are interested?
Probably in Broadway.
Finally, could you give me your name and confirm if you want to book a viewing of similar properties?
Yeah, so my name is Max, and yes, I want to book a viewing.
Give me a moment. This will just take a sec. Perfect, Max. James Williams will get in touch shortly with you.
Thanks, bye. So as you can see, the scenario has been executed correctly, and if we go now to our Google Sheet, we're gonna find name, Max, the number, the transcript, that's why we included that GPT, the features of the property, the location, and the viewing. Yes, in this case. If we go to my Gmail account, we can see here that we have the email received. Hey James, a new client has called the assistant and has been added to the Google Sheets. Max, the name of the client, wants to buy a property from Broadway with bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, garage. Viewing, yes. So with this, the scenario will be finished. This is a basic one that you could then start selling to real estate agents because they are going to find it really valuable. So guys, with this the video will have finished. This is how you can build a real estate agent, voice agent with AI in just a couple of minutes. And again, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.